Welcome back to MitchEllaCo, your #1 travel channel. And today we find ourselves at the Grand Teton in Wyoming. Pan to the right, sir. Spectacular. Oh my gosh, today we have a treat for you. We will be taking you through the whole scenic route. Again, we're right offside the road, making sure that you know exactly what to expect, what to do, where to hike, what to eat in this video. Make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end to see us do the full loop of the Tetons. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, MitchEllaCo has taken you to the Grand Canyon on this series, to Zion, to the Grand Tetons now. We have the handy dandy map that is behind me. We are down here, we just left the main city, that is Jackson, Wyoming, and we'll be making a full loop all the way around. It's about 46 miles, lots of pullouts to take photos and hiking spots. So lots of treats coming up for you, but this is great, the grand adventure. Welcome to Craig Thompson's Discovery Visitor Center. This is about 8 minutes from the photogenic stop that you have to start your trip at the Grand Teton National Park sign. You can come here 8 to 5. It's open. It looks very built into nature, I would say. Totally goes with the national park theme. We're gonna take a spin around inside and then make our way to our first, or actually second photo opportunity. Wow, it is more than just stopping in and getting your permit. There's definitely things to touch and interact with. Little kids coming in here, what are they called? Areas where it explains different nature, exhibits. There's exhibits to walk around and then you pick up your permit here. I believe it's $35, just like the last two national parks we've been to. Someone did tell us that there's the annual pass for $80, so we would have broke even on this park if we would have purchased that. So we're telling you guys, so you're well prepared when you're making your trek to national parks. But I love the floor to ceiling windows, and it just frames in the stunning views behind us. Wow, this place is popular. I think it's because we're about 15 minutes before it closes, so people are rushing in for their souvenirs. I believe that it might be overpriced. Maybe things will be better if you buy them online than the designated national park or at other souvenir shops instead of coming here. But this is a great place to tour all the books, all the patches, the magnets. This is where you come to get your souvenir if you want it to be as authentic as possible. I don't know what I love more, a patch as a souvenir or a miniature. This is awesome. You can see all the depths of the mountains as well as the route we'll be taking, the scenic loop, and even Jackson Lake. Something to stop in. Definitely the exhibits are where you should go, and then they sell permits for boats and different activities here too. We have the Chapel of Transfiguration. That is such a mouthful, but this is
Escapel.
There's an additional word that I did not want to pronounce, but there is a chapel. It's legit. Actually, it runs service every Sunday, and you can sit outside. Maybe there's an inside. We're going to take a look in a second, but it is definitely photo worthy to stop in here and take this backdrop. It is awesome. Even the fencing is photo worthy. There is an inside. Wow. You can sign when you come in. So cute. Wow. Can you feel the worship in here? I believe it's supposed to be a Catholic. Mitch is squeaking. I believe it's supposed to be a Catholic church, but it definitely looks historical on the inside and totally fake on the outside. Okay, it's just absolutely gorgeous. On the inside, outside, it has so much character. Definitely a photo stop. It's only a 3-minute detour as a drive as you're coming into the park. Welcome to Taggart Lake Trailhead. We are about 5 minutes away from the chapel. This is going to be your first trailhead that you hit. This one's a little less popular than others. It takes about 1 to 2 hours, 3 miles, moderate, leads to a lake because it's built into the name. We hear it's really good for less crowds because it's less popular. If you're going to come here, you probably have to do all of the most popular hikes back to back to back while you stay in Jackson at really expensive hotels, but we have more hikes to show you that are even more popular. Okay, handy dandy map. We just encountered some hikers, guys. There are 3 different hikes to choose from. We don't know which one's which on the map, but it does say how long each are, the intensity, the elevation, the information you need to know as you're hiking up to Taggart Lake.
By the way, no dogs.
Oh no, that's so sad. I had no idea. Thanks for reading the fine print. As you can read in the sign, we're at Jenny Lake, which all I can think of is Forrest Gump. We've probably said like 6 quotes on the way in. But this one is famous. It has the 2 top hikes of the whole park, as well as the boat ride that shuttles you across a lake to get to the other side so you can shave off a couple miles of your hike. We're gonna take a look around. It is very well kept, extremely in great condition, and check out the maps. Let's buy some stuff. You gotta love a miniature, and this one's outdoor proof. We're here, and there's Jenny Lake. We're gonna try to make it down to the boat launch, but again, I wear slippers, so we'll see if we do. Welcome to Jenny Lake. We walked down here, it might have been like a minute and a half. I wanted to mention the 2 most popular hikes of Teton Park. That would be the Hidden Falls as well as Inspiration Point, based off of my notes. But the cool thing is that you take a boat across. I said it earlier, it shaves a couple miles each way. So if you wanted to go to Hidden Falls, it's about an hour to 3 hour hike, 1 mile with the boat, and then 5 miles without the boat. So definitely a change
round
there.
Trip or one way?
This is round trip, as well as Inspiration Point, 2 to 4 hours, almost 2 miles with the boat, and nearly 6 miles without the boat. So it's a commitment. Well, that guy does that all day long. I can't believe we made it down here, and we actually caught the boat leaving, the Jenny boat, is that what you call it? But you're catching the shuttle across the lake. It comes about every 10 to 15 minutes, so you can't make reservations, but one of the pro tips is that you could book a one-way and the ticket be cheaper. Adults are 20 and kids are 12, and then if you wanted to hike a little bit more on the way in or on the way out, you could get a one-way ticket. We also noticed that there's kayaks and canoes. They're not renting yet. It's middle of June and it's still too cold, but I think they're like $35, right, to rent them? Per hour, or you can rent them for the whole day for like 180? 40. Right. There we go. But yeah, another experience. So if you're not into hiking and you'd rather see the Tetons by water, this could be a great solution. One more bonus clip at Jenny Lake is that the last restrooms before you get to the boat are at the visitor center behind me. You can probably hear people flushing. Definitely use these bathrooms before you head out. Mount Morren turnout. Now there is about 50,000 turnouts you can choose from, probably 15, every mile or so, every 5 minutes. So you can choose, but this is supposed to be one of the best with a lot of views of the mountains in the background, essentially. But next up, we are hitting our first food stop, and as well as a dam is coming up too. And just, if you didn't believe me, there is credit to my information. There is a wedding shoot going on in the background because this backdrop is so phenomenal. Your window.
Well, whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna cause an accident.
I agree. Did you guys see what was in the woods? Because I definitely didn't. But one of the things that you're supposed to know is if you see wildlife on the road, don't immediately come to a stop and cause an accident. I should say side of the road.